Well, hello again, everyone. I'm still in Wales. I'm at a very misty and murky Black Mountain. I'm going to have a little walk today, and I'm not sure we'll get much views, but let's see how we get on. It's a bit grim out there. The first part of this walk is taking me around the edge of the old Herberts Quarry. Now we're heading up to the top of Moel Gornach. I'm puffing a bit already. Well, there's not much sign of this murkiness clearing, is there? Well, at least I'm getting a chance to try out my new hat with the LED light on it that young Summer got me for Christmas. Well, there's a cairn marking the route, so we're definitely on the right path. So as always, a bit of a warning about navigation in these conditions. Definitely don't venture up here if you're not sure of finding your way. As usual, I've got three forms of navigation on me. I've got View Ranger running on the phone, I've got my Garmin GPS, and of course I've got a map and compass with me as well to fall back on if the batteries run out and everything else. I am also carrying a big lithium ion battery so I can recharge stuff, but that's mainly in case the camera runs out of battery. Well, there you go, look, those I think are the prehistoric cairns at the top here. And just over there, I don't know if you can see it, is the trig point. Let's go over and have a look. Now, I couldn't find much information about these cairns, but it seems like they might be Bronze Age. Maybe all sorts of ancient warriors are buried underneath them. So there we go, there's the trig point. And if you look down here, someone's left some of those nice painted stones down there. So there you go. This is the top of Moel Gornach. And what a beautiful view it is. Well, it's not quite lunchtime. It's about 11 o'clock. So I'm going to press on to the next peak. And maybe we'll have a brew there. Or perhaps a little bit lower down where it's more sheltered. Well, the path here is pretty clear, so not having any trouble finding the way. Well, even though the weather conditions aren't great, it's still fantastic to be back out on the hills, and I think I can really feel this walk doing me good. Oh, we're down in the saddle between the two hills now, and there's starting to be some quite boggy bits to negotiate. Well, there's the next hill we're heading for, Foel Fraith, just coming out of the murk there. I wonder if it'll clear by the time we get to the top. Oh, another uphill pull this bit. And here is the summit. Now, if you stare too long into these bogs, you can see the faces of the long dead Bronze Age warriors looking back at you. Right, time to make a brew and have my pork pie, I reckon. Oh, well, that's certainly some welcome refreshment. I've dropped down into the valley and it's now time to make my way back along the lower slopes of the hills to Herberts Quarry where I left the car. I wandered all alone through the bog. Finding the right path wasn't easy. All around me swirled a ghostly fog, and my pork pie had made me queasy. All around this area there are loads of sinkholes. This one definitely looks like it's got a hole leading downwards through some rocks. Not particularly inviting though. There's Foel Fraith that we went up earlier. Looking at the side slope of it now. Well, the wind has dropped right away now. It's eerily still. It's quite nice. Still Still enjoying the fresh air. I tell you what, I'm ready for a nice cup of tea and a Welsh cake and a sit by the fire back at the hut, mate. Hello. That's a long way down into the valley down there. Well, look at that. What's that in the quarry face? We'll have to go and have a look. Fortunately, I got me light up woolly hat. Well, I reckon it's probably the explosives store, given the steel door frame and everything. Ooh. Yeah, a bit of rubbish in here, unfortunately. Great shame people have to leave litter in places like this. Well, there you go. It's not very big, but it's very neatly made, and definitely the explosive store, I'd say. This quarry was worked mainly for limestone, which was burnt in lime kilns and then used for spreading on fields as a fertiliser. There's a nice surviving lime kiln here. Since it's been abandoned, the lime-rich material inside the kiln has leached out and made these nice cave-like formations. There's some nice display boards here telling you all about the quarry and the lime works and explaining what you can see, which is a lot of murk at the moment. In places where streams flow through the quarry, they've become so rich in mineral that they're depositing tufa on the ground, which is basically the same sort of stuff you get making formations in caves, but deposited outside. And here we are back to the car. And this is the route I took. It's around about 6 miles in total. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.